Okay, so you know that I'm the most basic of all the betches.
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you understand that?
Uh-huh.
No, I am.
Of all of them?
It's not sometimes, Katie.
I was trying to
It's
make you
all the
sound
time.
cooler than you might be. Okay.
That's your job.
I
here.
know.
Actually, that is your job title.
I know.
Producer of the show and here to make you sound cool. No, last night, look, I'm not exactly proud of it, but I have a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
Last night was the premiere night for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And
What?
your boy was Chardonnay buzzed.
Oh, wow.
Along with Lisa and Kyle and other Lisa. And there's a new cast member named Teddy. I'm disappointed in myself.
Wow. It's the Brett Davern Show.
It's the Brettina Davern Show.
Brought to you by Adobe Radio.
Mm-hmm.
In partnership with Nice Guy Digital. And recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, I'll tell you the best thing I've seen so far today. We've got Nadia Gray from the Netflix film Bright in studio with us. There's a Yellow Jackets update, and get excited, it's Hump Day!
Oh, no.
Now let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
That's me! Oh.
You all right there?
Yeah.
Your new best friend,
Mm-hmm.
Brett Davern!
Listen up, everybody. This is our show. Thank you for joining us live on Adobe Radio, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcast. You know, you can call the show anytime, 1-888-99-IDOBI, but if it would be during a song break, we'd appreciate it. Also...
No, not in a song break.
Oh, yeah, sorry, not in a song break. That's what I meant. Also, you can email the show, bdsfans@idobi.com, or you can text the show anytime. Just open up iMessage, and where you normally put in someone's phone number, type in bdsfans@idobi.com. So it kind of seems like you're putting in an email, but you're not. You're forming a text message, and then just compose your text and send it off, and it beams itself right to this iPad that's open in front of me, and I can see all of your thoughts. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital fundraiser going strong, everybody. Thank you so much for donating this holiday season. If you have not jumped on there yet, please go to gofundme.com/Brett Davern Show. Help us help St. Jude. They're a great organization. They provide cancer research and treatment for children at no cost to the families who are affected, but the only way they can do that is through donations. So please help us help them. Just a $5 donation will get you one raffle ticket, which puts you in the big bowl. And then we are going to draw out names on Friday, and you guys could win one of these posters that is behind me on the wall that has been signed by all of our celebrity guests. So there's a possible grand prize. There's also other little gifts and things just for donating. So go to gofundme.com/Brett Davern Show and check out all of the details. Okay. Lots of big show to get to today. Before we get to all of it, good morning, Wonder Hammer.
Good morning.
And Katie LeClaire.
It's National Go Caroling Day, Brett.
Well, have you ever been caroling?
Yeah, of course.
Like door to door?
Yeah, of course.
For real?
Yes, of course.
Feels like you're just saying yes to say yes.
No, not because of my family, for the record. My brother-in-law's family has a caroling tradition that
Oh, it's a tradition.
His family has a tradition, yes. And so when he married my sister, some of us got
a
suckered
wassailing
into
you
going.
will go, huh? Yeah, I went caroling a couple times in high school. A little, it was in the...
Little jazz choir.
A little jazz choir action. Did you just read my brain? A little jazz choir action. Yeah, we would go door to door sometimes, you know, during the holiday break. It was
Right.
fun. Take a
That's
little
great.
pitch pipe with us, you know.
Boop.
Yes, hello.
That boop.
We three kings of Orient. Yeah, whatever.
Did they give you like wassail and cider
hot
and
cocoa and some figgy pudding? Sure.
figgy pudding?
Oh,
What
absolutely.
is that?
I don't know. Let's listen to some music because then I got stuff to get into on the other side of this music break. Ooh, this is a classic.
I
This
know,
is a good
right?
one. I like this. This song reminds me of Home Alone. And they're running through the airport to catch the plane. This is Chuck Berry.
Out of all the reindeers, you know
With
you're
Run,
the best.
Rudolph, run! Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
You're listening to The Brett Davern Show with that other guy from that one show on MTV. Yeah, you know, Brett Davern on Adobe Radio.
All right. Let's get an update from the Wonder Hammer on the hockey goings-on last night. Last game of this calendar year last night. What happened, Wonder Hammer?
We lost terribly.
Oh,
No,
come on. What?
Yellow
Yeah, it was like
Jackets.
8-1 or something.
What's your record now? 1-7?
1 like 6-1 and 1.
Ugh. Wait, it couldn't be 1-6-1-1.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, because of the tie and the shootout and stuff.
Tie in the shootout.
Yeah. What was the score last night?
We're 1-4, 1-2, so that's not as bad.
Oh, that's not as bad as we all thought. So what happened last night? Come on, give us the update.
We were outbodied. Bigger team,
Yeah.
more skilled team.
Well, last time though that you were talking, you almost threw down with some dudes. Any possible fights last night?
No, I know my size. These were big guys.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Like maybe 270 and up.
Are you excited to get a break?
No.
No, you want to get right back in there?
Yeah, I look forward to hockey every week. So
All right. Well, I hope you start winning.
me too.
I get the Yellow Jackets on a little bit of a streak here.
I know. I'll try.
I'm telling you, listen, I'm still available to come in and give the team an inspirational talk.
I think they need it, Brett.
Yeah, then we might.
I'm just look.
It's
the
that-
offer's out there.
It's the same thing every week. Like everybody's the coach, and it's getting to me now. It's like
Listen, boys, it doesn't matter that we're smaller. It doesn't matter that we're slower. It doesn't matter that you, Ed, keep checking Bitcoin during all of the little breaks. We got to band together like a swarm of Yellow Jackets. Bzzz, and then we do the thing. I told you, the buzz. You got to do like the Mighty Ducks do the quack, quack. You got to do the buzz. And you all like shake your stingers. Buzz. You know, the problem is, the problem is you don't have stingers on the backs of your pants.
that's probably it.
That would do it.
Yeah.
That would do it. You put stingers
Yeah,
on the
maybe
back of
we
your
should
pants,
just
they
add that.
don't want to body you up then. They're going to get stung.
Yeah.
What if they're allergic?
You're right.
What if they don't have their EpiPen?
Hmm.
Come on, I got to think of everything.
So just like a razor blade on the back then.
Oh boy. No, not okay. Katie,
Yes, Brett.
update on the beard poll.
What happened?
Remember we put a poll out there
Yeah,
if I should keep growing the beard or not?
right.
There were 3 options: beard, clean shaven, or what was the other one? Oh,
Wolverine.
mustache only. Oh yeah, or Wolverine. Oh yeah, or Wolverine. Well, update everybody. It looks like the beard is here to stay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because keep the beard got 40% of the vote. Shave it clean got 30% of the vote. Stash only 2% of the vote. No one wants to see the stash only. And then Wolverine, 28% of the vote.
That's a high percentage.
Yeah, almost got in there. Yeah.
Huh.
You guys really got to follow at Brett Davern Show and check out all the polls and stuff and get involved. The 973 checking in this morning. She says, wait, Are you guys live, or did I totally miss it? I'm only hearing music on the Adobe app. Well, maybe that was the music break. I'm pretty sure we're on there.
We're live.
All right. What else, Katie? What else should we talk about? Oh, on the YouTube for the Brett Davern Show now, there's new playlists
There
out
are.
there.
They're really fun.
I wanted to tell everybody, oh man, I can't talk this morning. I want to tell everybody about, which is, we've got one playlist called Bits and Pieces, which is like just a clip from the episode that we think is the most tantalizing of the clips. So if you want to just get like a 2-minute, like what happened that day, there's clips from every episode like that. And then there's also a playlist called And Another Thing, which is stuff that just happens after we're done recording the show that happens around the studio. Like the 6th grade spelling test was on there. What else do we put on there? Oh, the taking of the Harry Potter test.
Right.
Did we put that up there yet? We didn't put that up there yet.
Well, it's going to be up there.
Did we put that up there yet? No, we didn't put that up there yet. It's going to be up there.
Tease.
What? Boy Wonder? What?
You're teasing him.
Oh, yeah, it's a tease. That's what we call a tease. Yeah. The 4-4 checking in. You're on now, but you weren't a minute ago. I love people texting in. It's nice.
It is nice.
Yeah, lets us know what's going on. What else, Katie? Oh, you have your. How much time we got? We got a couple minutes here.
We got a couple seconds.
All right,
here.
I got something to get into.
About 3 minutes.
You got your hashtag of the day intro.
Yeah.
Hit that for me, and then I got a hashtag of the day. It's the hashtag of the day. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Let me hit you with this, Katie. This Twitter account's just called Motivation Quotes, @Motivation Quotes. Okay? Don't be surprised if you outgrow certain people when you're trying to become a better person. Don't let them hold you back from raising your standards. You're wanting a better life, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. And that was the hashtag of the day. I love that. I love that idea because the thing is, like, I'm always telling people, we always talk to these people who have just moved to Los Angeles and they're, trying to be in an entertainment business and whatever. Mm-hmm. And they're like asking for tips and stuff. And I'm always like, look, get into class, do all that. Those are the standard tips. But the other tip is surround yourself with like positive people, and like keep your community positive and inform, like it'll help inform you going forward and will just help with everything going forward. And if there's someone being negative, don't be afraid to, drop that
Move
person.
on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that in your life. So it was kind of cool this morning. I was just looking through Twitter and I saw that. Don't be surprised if you outgrow certain people when you're trying to become a better person. I like that. There's negative people out there, especially in this town, if you're moving here. A lot of jaded folks walking around. Yeah?
It's true. No, there are. It's true.
Yeah? All right. 973. Okay, it's working now. Thank you, everybody. That's good. It's good that it's working now. It's good. It's better to not work while we're just on here talking about, the poll, whether or not I should keep facial hair or not. And then at least it's working for when our guest comes in here. That's the important stuff, right, Katie?
That is the important stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to hang out with Nadia.
You got any Wednesday wisdom for us before we go to this break?
Wednesday wisdom.
You got anything?
Get sleep.
That's just a general rule for you and I. We're waking up way too early these days.
There's that.
Oh, man. It's crazy. Let's listen to some music and then come back with our very special guest, Nadia Gray, who I'm really interested in this. She's in the new movie Bright, which is a Netflix movie. Netflix dropped a boatload of money on this movie. It's like kind of their big launch into doing their own blockbusters, sort of. They've been making movies with like Adam Sandler, and they've made a few movies in the past, of course. But this one's like a big Will Smith action movie. I'm really interested in it. I think it could be a watershed moment in the business, Katie. So I'm excited to talk to Nadia about that. But right now, this is Every Time I Look For You by Blink-182.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
It's the best thing Katie's seen so far today.
Tylen Pittman, a 5-year-old in Mississippi, has officially saved Christmas. He called 911 yesterday to report the Grinch.
Oh.
Police showed up at his house, gave him a ride in a squad car back to the station, and let him lock the evildoer Grinch safely behind bars. So fear not, everyone. Santa Claus is safe, thanks to Tylen.
And that's the best thing Katie's seen so far today. Here's the thing, though, Tylen. Where was this?
Mississippi.
Listen up, Mississippi. Okay?
I knew you were going to...
If you watch the movie, at the end of the movie, the Grinch becomes Santa Claus, right? Sort of? Or like he's the hero, you know? So if Tylen locks him up, then he can't fulfill his destiny of them becoming the hero at the end.
But he's a mean one.
Well, but maybe Tylen needs to sit down and watch the rest of the movie and understand that his heart grows 3 times. Probably can't do the math in Mississippi.
Oh, boy.
This is one of my favorite songs of all time. This is Jeremy. Oh, by my boys. Coming straight out of the Northwest like a Chinook. Pearl Jam. Watch out, recess lady. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
Adobe Radio. Did you know you can watch The Brett Davern Show on YouTube? Yeah, you can. Go to youtube.com/Brett Davern Show.
All right. Nadia Gray.
Hello.
Hello. Here, slide your chair up. Get right up on that microphone there. Let me turn you up a little bit just so people can hear you. Hi, welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being here. The movie, Bright, on Netflix, out this Friday, December 22nd, right?
Yes.
And like I was saying as we went into the break, I'm really interested in this because Netflix has been doing a lot of cool original programming on their own. They do a lot of cool documentaries. They've made a couple Adam Sandler movies and things like that. But this one, I mean, when you get Will, you know, like now we're not playing anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look, I love Adam Sandler, but he made Jack and Jill. You know what I mean? Like, I think there was a certain point where we maybe stopped taking Adam so seriously. But Will,
he's a rock star.
Don't ever not take Mr. Smith seriously. So, like, I don't know. Let's get into it. What do you think about all this and stuff? And I don't know. What am I trying to say? Like, do you think this is a real change in the business? Is this where we're going?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's already happening.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be really interesting to see the way this plays out and what that means for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely think this is the shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. People, like, I know that Netflix doesn't release, like, numbers and stuff. They won't say how it does. Mm-hmm. It's just sort of up to us to decide how it does, which is kind of cool because then you're just sort of watching a movie and forming your own opinion about it, rather
Right.
than thinking, oh, this is good because it made this much money or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing. Tell us about your character.
So I play Larica, who is an elf.
Mm-hmm.
She's a villain.
Yeah, I saw some Google images with the ears.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
The looks were so cool. She's a member of an elf gang, the Inferni.
Okay.
She stirs up some trouble for the main characters.
The Inferni. Wait, we got to
Yeah.
get into what this movie's about. Okay. So, well, you tell the people, because it's really interesting. I mean, Will's a human,
Yes.
right?
Yes. He
But
is a
then there's
human.
other species.
Right.
What are we?
So Bright
Go ahead.
is an action thriller,
Mm-hmm.
and it's set in a present-day alternate universe, Los Angeles.
Okay.
And there's humans and orcs, elves, fairies living alongside them.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's like Middle Earth landed in Los Angeles.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
it's so very much grounded in present day though, and shot in LA, so that's amazing. I
Mhm.
feel like that was very lucky they were able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels. I know there's all these magical elements, but it feels so real.
So what's the story though? What's happening? What can you tease for people out there?
Well, Will Smith plays Officer Ward.
I'm gonna have to interrupt you. What does Will smell like?
Rainbows and,
Perfect.
and puppy feet.
I have this horrible habit of asking people. We had an NBA guy in here, and I was like, "What does Kobe smell like?" I don't know. I just think it's an interesting question. I love the
God.
way that people answer it. Sorry to throw you off with
super
that.
weirdly, yeah.
So Will plays a cop.
So he plays a cop. He is
Mhm.
a human, and he is assigned an orc, the first orc on the police force, as his partner,
Okay.
and that's Joel Edgerton's character.
Right.
And things go awry for them on
Right.
on a patrol.
Now, is the movie making a comment on? I mean, I don't want to go too deep into anything, or maybe we can. But what is the movie really commenting on here with all of this? With like, is it saying something about race? Is it saying something about like with the different groups of people, or I don't know. You tell me.
I'd be really curious to see how people receive that.
Okay.
Because I definitely think it's exacerbated a little bit
Uh-huh.
with the different classes.
Uh-huh.
But sure, I think
Okay.
there's a lot
some
there.
metaphorical stuff going on.
Totally.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I love both those guys. I mean, you know, and
You're-
Netflix does awesome stuff. So
Yeah.
how can you go wrong? Joel Edgerton.
I know.
Come on, the guy's amazing. If you guys listening out there don't know who that is, it's I mean, the movie Warrior was the first time I became aware of him with Tom Hardy, and then there's a great movie called The Gift that is incredible that he wrote, I think,
Wrote,
and
directed,
and
and
he
starred.
stars in with
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman, right?
Yeah.
It's a really great like thriller,
Yeah,
horror,
psychological thriller. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, is
he's
that-
awesome.
There's another movie called The Gift that I thought was written by Billy Bob Thornton.
That's with Keanu Reeves.
It's with everyone. Keanu Reeves, Katie Holmes,
Right.
Giovanni Ribisi.
No, this was
There's two different
Joel
kinds
Yeah.
of The
Edgerton.
Gift.
This was a few years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. This is
Yeah,
recent.
it's pretty great.
He is incredible. He has, I mean, he's this like super good looking, polished
Mhm.
Australian, and then he is like wearing this really cumbersome mask essentially, and what he's able to do with that,
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
He crushes it so hard. He's so funny. There's a lot of humor in it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's hysterical.
So they get into like a little bit of like a buddy cop
totally
action movie a little bit.
yeah, their relationship is the most important thing
Cool.
throughout the film.
Cool.
And it's yeah, they're so much fun together.
What does Joel smell like?
Oh jeez, bunny rabbits and freshly cut pizza.
Interesting. Your brain goes right to rainbows or bunny rabbits or pizza. Freshly cut pizza.
I don't know, man. I don't go around sniffing people.
That's funny. I was watching a documentary, on Netflix actually, called, what was it called? It's like a documentary about wine and sommeliers, and they have a very interesting way of describing smells,
Okay.
and I think it's really interesting. So they'll like smell a Chardonnay and be like, I'm getting cut garden hose and freshly opened pack of tennis balls. I'm not kidding. It was crazy.
It's fresh cut grass, though, isn't it?
They say
Is
that
that a
too.
thing?
No, they
Yeah.
do say cut garden hose, which
What?
is interesting. Well, it sounds weird, but if I say that to you, if I say like it smells like a
Plastic.
freshly cut garden hose, your brain does kind of know what that smells like, sort of, right?
Like I
Or am
face
I the only
planted
one?
in the garden section of Home Depot. Like
I don't
what?
know.
Or I think plastic.
If I say to you, it smells like a freshly opened canister of tennis balls.
Oh, I know what that is.
Okay.
immediately.
Can you smell that?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't
yeah.
that interesting? I
Yeah.
love that. Okay. Back to the movie Bright for a second. Tell us more about wait, I'm always going to say Lyrica, but that's like a medicine. Lyrica, sorry. Tell us more about her. What's her story? How's she get involved with these guys?
So, my hands are tied a little bit
Mhm.
without giving anything.
Oh, I
away.
know. I'm prying. I know.
She's just bad. She's bad. She's bad news.
Do you like
maybe
playing
she's up-
bad
Maybe
characters?
she's up to no good.
This is my first time getting to do that, and
Oh.
it was just the most fun.
Yeah.
I love evil
Oh.
characters.
Yeah, me too. It's way more fun.
Yeah.
Especially
Can
putting
be
on some
nice.
elf ears and running around
yeah.
with Will Smith.
Oh, for sure.
Good
yeah, I had
times.
there's a wand involved. Like,
A wand?
yeah, man.
Oof.
It's cool shit right
Can't
there.
wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And yeah, I love the idea that they kind of don't tell us how it does either. Like that they don't.
Isn't that funny?
The thing is,
It's
they
cool.
know. They just don't report
yeah, of
it.
course
But
they know.
But they claim that, we don't even do, like, no.
Well,
Yes,
what's
we do.
interesting is like just last night, Katie and I were talking to another friend of ours, and he was like, "Oh, that's the biggest thing Netflix has ever had," and we were like, "There's no way of knowing that." Like, but it's funny that we all kind of make up what we think the biggest thing Netflix, right?
Sure.
Well,
has.
technically, it's like the budget, right? Like it's
Oh no!
definitively like the biggest.
I kind of messed up what I said. I meant we were talking about a different thing that's already been on Netflix.
Oh.
And he was like, "Oh, that's like the biggest movie Netflix has ever had," and we were like,
Oh, really?
like meaning the success of it.
Right,
And we were like, "There's no way of determining that. Like that's
Who's
just
he
what
been
we
talking
think."
to?
Yeah, the only
He's in the know.
only reason that we
Okay.
think something's big on Netflix is because all of our friends are talking about
Yeah.
it. But we just have such a small bubble, right? So we don't really know. But I love the idea that we think we know.
Didn't they release some statistic that Adam Sandler movies are the most watched
Really?
on Netflix?
I don't know.
I think I
I
read something.
Would
about
not be
that.
surprised.
Yeah.
There's a study. There's
Somewhere.
a study where if you go to 13-year-old kids and you say, "What are your 3 favorite things?" They say, "Rocks, my mom, and Adam Sandler."
What?
What?
That's a true story.
No way.
What are you talking about?
It's a true story.
Crazy.
13-year-olds present day.
Present
Crazy.
day.
That's crazy.
People love them some Adam.
dig it.
Let's listen to some music and then come back with more with Nadia Gray after you guys listen to Season 2, Episode 3 by Glass Animals. Oh, this is one you sent over, right? All right, cool. Let's check it out.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
IW Radio. Did you know you can watch The Brett Davern Show on YouTube? Yeah, you can. Go to youtube.com/Brett Davern
You're
Show.
not up to date with the Real Housewives
I'm
of
not.
BH?
Shame on me.
Oh, I
Do you love it?
I mean,
Tell me things about it. Like, what do you love about it? Who's your favorite? What's the hot gossip?
well, my favorite is Eileen, and then she's not even on this season
she's
anymore.
very famous soap
Yeah,
actress.
soap actress.
Yeah.
She's my favorite on there. She's the most
Eileen
sane of all of
Davidson.
them.
Oh, she's not on this season?
I don't know. She wasn't on last night, and I was very disappointed.
Blasphemy.
But they got Dorit on there, and she's got this like weird accent. She's always talking about her son Jagger, and I'm like, oh my god. You know what drives me crazy is I hate that I like that show. It's the only
Do you
it's
judge
the
yourself?
crappiest thing on TV that I watch.
Okay.
Like I try to be very discerning with my tastes, but for
Okay.
some reason, those ladies, I think it was Brandy Glanville and all her drama, like sucked me
that's
in.
when I was.
Her and Kim throwing glasses at each other.
Yes.
And now I can't stop, and it's the worst. I hate it. So I hate that I like it.
He hates himself that he
I
likes
hate it so
Yolanda's.
much.
I liked Yolanda.
Oh man,
She was.
yeah,
She was
Yolanda.
wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she got Lyme disease.
So what are you watching that you don't judge yourself?
Like Mindhunter on Netflix is great.
I love Mindhunter.
Yeah, I love all the Netflix stuff. I
Okay.
watch it all. There's a new docu-series on there called Wormwood on
saw
Netflix
that.
with Peter
What is that
Peter
about?
Sarsgaard,
Oh,
and it's really great.
that just dropped last week or
Yeah,
something, right?
it's pretty great. I
haven't
only
started it
saw the
yet.
first episode. It's a docu-series about this about the U.S. government experimenting with LSD back in the day. You know, in like the
Like
50s.
Timothy Leary stuff?
Well, this scientist was like researching it, and he either got thrown or jumped out of a hotel window in New York City and
Oh.
died. And so the government told his family about it, and then it's this like 6-part episodic docuseries that tells the whole story of it. But what's cool is they do it all with like reenactments too, though. So that's
Cool.
where Sarsgaard comes in and stuff. It's really good.
Has
Shot
anybody
really well.
seen Dark?
Yes.
No.
Have you watched it?
Oh, I have 2 episodes left.
Wow.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I
I
haven't
feel like
started that.
I need to take notes.
It's kind of
As I'm
trippy,
going.
right? I
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet, but
Oh,
I've
you
heard
haven't seen it?
incredible
Oh,
things.
It's
Guys,
so
It said it's
good.
like
if
Stranger
we could get
Things
back
with
to
a
Erica
Time
Jane,
Warp.
though, for 1 second. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Go ahead. Go.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know I interrupted your... Never mind. Sorry. That fell flat.
Dark.
Just gonna let it.
I was
let it
interrupting
ride.
your
Oh, you're just
conversation
gonna let him
about
stew in that?
highbrow
Okay.
TV to talk about the ladies of BH some more.
Have,
Oh, right,
have you
right, right.
seen Jim and Andy?
No, what is that?
It's this documentary that Netflix made with Jim
Oh
Carrey.
yeah.
So
Oh!
You saw that?
Yes.
Yeah.
that
Yes,
was
of course.
freaking
Oh.
crazy.
Amazing.
That was nuts.
It's a documentary they shot behind the scenes of Man on the Moon, which was the Jim Carrey movie about Andy Kaufman.
Yes.
So you get to see the making of that, basically.
That
and-
was
and
nuts.
The depths of that Jim went to play that character. It's really interesting.
Yeah, he never broke character, and
No.
he made everyone around
Completely
him
method
miserable.
the whole time. He basically became Andy Kaufman. Really interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could talk about this stuff all day.
I know, me too.
Let's talk about Bright though for one more
Yeah.
second, because
Yes,
we were
please.
talking during the break and you were kind of highlighting that it is this like kind of, because the trailer does look like a little darker and it is a like dark gritty action movie,
It
but
is.
it's also really funny.
Yeah.
And I think we should kind of let people know out there that there's a lot of comedy
Oh yeah.
elements.
Oh, it's so much fun to watch. Will and Joel's chemistry.
Yeah.
They're
we were kind of
hilarious.
agreeing and reminiscing during the break that it might be a little bit kind of like Bad Boys,
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
With the action, but then also the quick banter
right.
of 2 cops.
I keep saying this because Netflix posted a poster of Bright, and they wrote in the caption, "It's like Bad Boys in Mordor,"
Oh,
and
There you
and
go.
like holy, that's so cool,
There you go.
and also
That's
really
great.
accurate. Yeah, yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Bad Boys was my jam. Bad
Right?
Boys was my jam. Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry. I'm gonna cough. I can't do it right now. Mike Lowry. What was the other one? Oh, Woo-Saw. That's Bad Boys too, though. Cool. Oh, also the Bright soundtrack
Bright
is
album.
out now. It came out on the 15th, so everyone can get it wherever you get music.
Yep, it's
iTunes
on Spotify
and all that.
right now.
But the cool thing about it is that it's all original music for the movie.
Isn't that cool?
That's amazing.
I feel like that's such an old school move.
Yeah, it's great
Yeah,
though.
it's
Netflix.
wonderful.
Netflix is dropping some dimes over there.
I know, it's really
Now,
impressive.
Nadia, before we get to the last thing that we have to do with you, which we do with all of our guests, I
Uh-oh.
gotta bring you into a few controversies. I just need a few quick answers from you on some things.
Yikes.
We've been having some controversy on the show the last few days, and
It's kind of tearing the show apart.
it's tearing the show apart. And
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
just gonna ask all of our guests as they come in. It's tearing the audience apart too.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
it's the
nervous.
holiday season.
Okay.
Where'd you grow up? Where were you from?
Florida.
Oh, Florida. Okay, well,
Don't judge me.
okay.
Don't judge
It
me.
might influence your answer though.
Yikes.
Oh man, now I got a million different things to ask you.
Crap, man.
'cause
You're making me nervous.
Well, on yesterday's show, I said Florida is in the South, but it's not the South.
It's the most northern southern state, I think.
What?
Wait, what? What does that mean?
It's the most, because it's not the South, but it's
Right.
the most southern
So
state.
do you agree with the
Yeah.
statement that
Yes.
Florida is in the South, but it's not the South?
100%.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Bing. Ding.
Is that?
There you
Oh,
go.
is that the controversy? Okay.
No,
No,
but I
that's
just wanted to
just
ask
Damn
you
it!
that.
I thought I
Here's
nailed
the real
it. Okay.
controversy.
Yeah.
Holiday season. Do you prefer a real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree?
Real Christmas tree.
Hit the button. No, hit the ding. That's a ding. Katie's on the fake side. Now, here's another
Well,
one.
if I don't have to clean it, can that be the caveat?
The
'Cause
question was,
it's a
do you
nightmare.
prefer? That was the question.
Okay.
Now, here's the other one. If I give you two choices,
Okay.
you can only have one. Pancakes or French toast?
Oh, is that really a question?
Question.
Pancakes for days.
Oh,
What?
no.
Oh no!
Oh, Nadia.
Oh, no.
You nailed the Christmas tree one, though. Give her the ding for the Christmas tree.
Oh,
She nailed it.
man.
This is a begrudging ding.
All right.
You guys.
All right.
I thought we were best friends.
The 816 is checking in, saying they go with French toast even over waffles.
What?
Yeah, the
Well,
816
I almost
texting in.
dinged 816, but I don't know if waffles isn't part of the question because waffles the clear winner.
You can text the show anytime. Just open up iMessage, enter in BDSFANS at idobi.com, where you normally put someone's phone number, and then send your text, and it pops up in front of me, just like someone from the 619 saying, Blink 182 in the morning, always a good idea, San Diego proud.
Yeah,
There you
SD.
go. People checking in. Also, let's see who else. Someone else is checking in. Ooh, listening live in South Africa, Katie.
What?
Hey, what's up, South
Angela.
Africa?
What up?
Her name is Angela.
Angela.
Engela. All right, Nadia, last thing to do with you here. I got 2 note cards, one in each hand. One is
Okay.
purple, one is orange. They each contain a different line of questioning. But you are going to determine what line of questioning I ask you because I'm putting them behind my back, and you tell me right or left.
Right.
10 questions. Purple card. Here we go.
Okay.
Number 1, most used emoji.
Ooh.
This is the hard-hitting stuff we get into on the Brett Davern Show.
Skull face.
Oh, good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. 619 checking in. Waffles are pancakes with abs. Now
That's a revelation.
there's a texter that I want to hear from more often.
Is that the same San Diego texter?
It is.
Hey, what's up?
Good job,
I
619.
like it.
Number 2, Nadia, what is your go-to coffee shop order?
Americano.
With nothing in it?
Maybe a packet of honey when I'm feeling wild.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You really want to cut loose. Number 3. Does Will drink coffee? Does Joel drink coffee?
I don't know, man. I wasn't creeping on them that hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3. You know, Will Smith waved at me one time, Katie. When I lived
Yeah.
in New York, I was walking past the New York Public Library, and him and Kevin James were out in front of it. They were just
He was hanging out with Kevin James?
Yeah, they were
Oh,
just hanging out.
Hitch.
No, they were just hanging out. No, yeah, they're shooting Hitch, and but they were shooting outside, so there's a big crowd, watching. And I was like in the crowd watching. I was like taking photos and stuff, and then I was like, "Hey, Will!" And he like looked up and then just gave a little wave.
I was on the Sony backlot
Mhm.
auditioning for the Geico Caveman TV show.
Oh,
Yep.
I remember
Yep.
when that was a thing.
Yep. And they were filming Hancock,
Mm.
and I walked by and I got the
You got
the what's up
You got
head
the
nod.
sup.
Yeah,
That's
the sup.
meaningful.
the bro nod.
It felt.
Yeah, it feels good
special.
when you
Yeah.
get one of those.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
Sorry, we're just like telling you our Will Smith stories.
I know, I
but
love it.
We're
I
geeking
love
out a
it
little
so
bit.
much.
I
Me
know.
too.
Number 3. Most watched movie of all time.
Ooh. This is maybe a weird one. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh.
That's a
yeah.
good one.
The one with Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Horror movies make me feel better.
Oh. I think that's a new hashtag. That should be the hashtag of the day.
Tomorrow, I'll write it down.
Horror movies. No, I'm just saying we should make that. Let's get that trending, everybody.
Please don't judge me.
Hashtag horror movies make me feel better.
Don't judge me.
Number 4. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh. Sarah Silverman.
Ooh, yeah.
I love her
Yes.
so much. She's adorable and hilarious and smart. And she seems so lovable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing her new show all over Twitter all the time. All over my Twitter timeline. I Love You America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. on
I haven't
Hulu.
checked it out
Yeah.
yet, but everybody
Her stand-up
really
on
loves it.
on Netflix is really good.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
A speck of dust.
Yeah.
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 Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Number 5. Did you ever have an AOL Instant Messenger? And if so, what was your screen name?
Oh no. Oh, I wish I remembered because it's something horrifying.
They all are.
Like sweet little cherry pie, like something
Actor
so
girl
dumb.
with GURL.
Oh my, yeah, something horrific. Oh damn it! I wish I remembered. I know.
I wish you remembered.
I know, me too.
Give us your Will Smith story. You got a Will Smith story?
Yeah. So the first time I met him in the makeup trailer, as that often happens.
Yep.
He's just so nice and humble,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, hey, it's really nice to meet you. I'm Nadia, and he's like, hey, oh my God, so good to meet you. I'm Will, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I didn't think you were DJ Jazzy Jeff.
I just thought that was like the sweetest.
Yeah.
He's like I don't know his name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That like stopped me in my tracks and my brain emptied because I was like, how sweet are you that?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Will Smith.
It would be so hard for me to actually spend time with Will Smith without just doing Will Smith catchphrases to him constantly.
I know, right?
Just without going like, welcome to Earth. Like I'd be like on set, like I would have got done with makeup early. Maybe he's still in his trailer. He arrives to set second. And as he comes walking up, I'd be like, yo, welcome to Earth. Something like that.
You're going to die watching Bright because there's so many lines.
So many Will
things.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. And his delivery. Even in one of the trailers, one of my favorites, they're in a strip club. It's like a scene. They're like doing a shoot at a strip club. And he's like, all right, we're going to our gunfight die. And like just the way he says it,
yeah.
I like could just listen to that on repeat. Just
he
like
nails it.
waking up in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
He's the best.
Just ready to whoop E.T.'s ass, sir. Yeah. All right.
Keep going. Please. His body can't take it.
Mike Lowry. That's actually Martin Lawrence, though. Okay. Where was I? I've lost my place. Number 6. Oh, okay. Number 6. Finish this sentence. Something I need to improve upon is...
Socializing?
Oh, yeah?
Can you tell?
Are you a homebody?
Yeah.
You stay home?
Yeah.
Why not? Get out there. Enjoy the people.
It's overrated.
Okay.
I like dogs.
You and Boy Wonder. He got this new puppy. And now he just stays home. That's a Cocker Spaniel. It's the stupidest looking dog in the world.
No.
Oh, it's so stupid
It's like
cute.
9 weeks.
Oh.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
See, dogs are my people.
Number 7. What is your spirit animal?
Can I just stick with the dog theme?
Sure.
Yeah.
A dog?
A dog.
Okay.
But I'm a good boy. You know?
I love it.
Try not to laugh so much because I just start coughing and like that was hard. Number 8. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh, number 8.
Brett.
Okay.
Oh, nervous.
When we have a Katie hates when I just explain this to you.
Brett,
Okay, the thing
stop.
is that
Stop.
what?
Listen. Okay. Nadia.
Yes.
I only
Brett
get
used
this
to
way
have a
about question
podcast.
8 when we have female guests.
Brett used to have a podcast, and he would ask them, boxers or briefs, whatever.
Are
right?
you just taking
Standard
over right
question. Yeah.
All right.
I am, because you're a wuss. Anyway, every time we have a female guest in the studio, it's part of the questioning, and he can't do it, and he feels
Well, 'cause
weird.
I have to
So
ask
just-
boxers or
Are you
briefs, but it's
asking me about my
ladies.
panties right
Yes,
now?
listen, here's the
Yes,
question.
but it's just-
Nadia,
Oh,
shit. Do you prefer wearing boy shorts, cheekies, thongs, or going commando?
I switch it up mostly between cheekies and thongs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid
Commando,
answer.
certain occasions, but that's just logistically.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of
Follow-up
course.
question.
Yeah.
Do you know what color you're wearing right now?
Yeah. Oh God, this is so weird. The black
Okay.
and there are gray ghosts
Nice.
on them
Yes.
because I
Because
keep
it's
it creepy
December.
every day.
I think from now on, you just ask that question.
Did you just get so nervous to ask me about my panties?
It's just that...
If you're gonna ask though, you gotta go for it.
It's
Like
just
you
that
can't beat
look,
around the bush. You can't be like, hey.
I didn't used to get nervous to ask this question, so we live in weird times now, and I feel self-conscious about it. And
Well, what are you wearing right now?
nothing.
Are they clean? Nothing.
No, they're Adidas black boy shorts, boxer briefs.
Yes, the truth comes out.
Well, I'm a boy in their shorts, all right.
He's turning red.
No, it's just that, like, I think from now on, female guests, you just ask the question. I'm just going to let you ask the question. Then I don't have to feel weird about it.
There you go. I like
the thing
that.
is, I don't want to stop asking because then that's a thing.
Right.
I don't want to ask boys boxes of briefs and then not do it for girls. Yeah. But the disclaimer every time is getting annoying. So from now on, it's question 8, Katie, you go for it. And then you'll just do it.
Okay.
All right.
It felt good when you asked me.
Number 9. Yeah. Nadia, I'm glad you could help us work through that. Okay. Number 9. We've already talked about Bright. That's coming out on Friday on Netflix. Everybody check it out. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to see this movie. But question number 9 for you, and this doesn't have to be professionally, but the question is just what's next? So holidays coming up. I mean, I don't know. What does that mean to you?
I'm peacing out to Mexico.
Nice. Really? Where are you going?
Cabo.
Oh,
yeah. I'm really excited. Yeah, I get to kind of skip
great.
The obligatory stuff and just turn my brain off, turn my phone off for a week. Yeah, just get really fat and drunk every day. I'm very excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's your go-to order at a bar? You just walk up, you just know what you're going to order.
Casamigos reposado, splash of soda water with lime.
Ooh.
Specific.
Yeah. I am particular.
Number 10. We've come to the end. This is the most important question of them all, though.
Oh, God.
I ask everybody this question, not just on the radio show, but also in life, because I believe that your answer to this question will tell me everything that I need to know about you as a person.
Oh, God. Okay. No pressure. Cool.
I got to ask Will this question someday.
Yeah.
I wonder what he would say.
I'm so sorry I'm not Will right now.
I'm so glad that you're not Will right now.
He would answer it and I'd be like, oh, hell no.
Thanks, girl.
All right. Nadia Gray.
Yes.
Of the Netflix film Bright, which is out this Friday, but the album's out now, the soundtrack. Get it. What is your favorite fruit?
Pomegranate.
Without hesitation.
Hands down.
That's a wrap, everybody, on another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you out there for listening live on Adobe Radio. You can subscribe to the podcast version of the show on iTunes, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcast. And if you like what you heard, just tell a friend.
Tell them.
That's it. If your friend's Joel Edgerton, walk right up to him. Recommend the show to him. I'm just saying. Say goodbye, Producer Katie.
Goodbye.
Producer Katie is on Twitter and Instagram at KATIELECLER, another C. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDav with 2 V's because I was very, very silly when I made that name. You can follow the show on any social medias, including Facebook at Brett Davern Show, or go to idobi.com for archived episodes, photos, and much, much more. Today's guest, Nadia Gray, can be found on social media. Well, on Instagram, it's Nadia Gray.
Yes.
Correct?
Instagram and Twitter.
That's Twitter too?
Yeah.
Oh, keeping it consistent. I love that.
Yeah.
So it's at ITSNADIAGRAY. And once again, for Boy Wonder, Katie LeClaire, and whoever's in the 973, the 619, the 816, and Angola in South Africa, and for Nadia, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other out there. We will see you tomorrow. That was our show. Good night. Good night, Lisa V, Lisa R, Kyle, Dorit, Erica Jane, Brandy, Kim, all of their kids, Harry Hamlin, who else? Andy Cohen. He hosts all the after ones. That's where the real fur flies, Katie. You got to see those.
I'm playing you out, Brett.
Goodbye, everyone.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on Adobe Radio live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.